Hello everybody, this is SG and Epic Horse Spencer here for another video. And today is my team builder for the first week of the UGA against the Toronto Agronauts. Now, on this battle is going to be a tough first week because my opponent has Gigantamax Charizard, which, along with his Tier 1 pick Whimsicott, is going to be very threatening. So today, I'd like to share with you guys what I picked for my team and why. So, let's list each other's teams. I, as a recap, have Centiskorch as my Gigantamax, Dragapult, Colossal, Tangrowth, Bouffalant, Luxray, Mawile, Venusaur, Blastoise, Skuntank, and Skarmory. While my opponent, Cater from the Toronto Agronauts, has Gmax Charizard, Whimsicott, Hitmontop, Mamoswine, Tentacruel, Heliolisk, Haunter, Cobalion, Togepi, Ferroseed, and Cursula. So my opponent has very threatening things like Heliolisk, for example, able to redirect. Actually, now that I look at it, not really. It doesn't have Lightning Rod like I thought it did, so it can't really redirect that. But it has things like Tentacruel to really just mess with whatever I do and get rid of stat changes. It has Hitmontop to get that Intimidate off. It has Charizard and Whimsicott. If Whimsicott gets that Tailwind off with Prankster, I'm going to be in trouble. But as we're in Calcs, I know how to figure this out. And Cursula is also just really dangerous to things like Dragapult because of its insane special attack stat. So, I'm going to go over what I think my opponent is going to bring now. I believe my opponent will bring this team. Gigantamax Charizard, Whimsicott, because these two together are just really strong if you can get that Tailwind off. And then Gigantamax Charizard with Solar Power can just wreck with Wildfire. They have Cobalion too, which I neglected to mention just now, which has Justified. Which means if they run beat up with that Whimsicott, I could be in big trouble really quickly, as that Cobalion could really just hit me hard. But I have another way of stopping that. Up next, I estimate they'll bring Cursula to really just take care of my... One second. Well, I estimate they'll run Cursula to take care of, say, what is this? Sorry. To take care of Dragapult mainly, because Dragapult is just really speedy and really threatening, so they might run Sash Cursula or something to really just get around what I'm doing. That Charizard is also going to destroy Venusaur if I bring it, same with Mawile and Skarmory, which is really scary. But I have an electric type on my team, Luxray, which could threaten them a lot. Togepi is just annoying because they could put Eviolite on it and then follow me. It's just a weaker Togetic in that way, because they would run follow me and then just really distract while they get something like Tailwind up, or they just start to sweep with Cursula. I don't know, but that Togepi looks like it could be really scary if used right. And lastly, I estimate they'll bring Mamoswine, mainly to counter things like Dragapult with Ice-type moves, hit Colossal hard with a Ground-type move, and same with Tangrowth. It really just hurts my team a lot, and Mamoswine is just really bulky and dangerous. So, I'm going to go over my picks now, one by one. First up is Gigantamax Centiskorch. Now, although I'm bringing this to battle, I do not exactly plan to use it. I don't think Gigantamax Centiskorch will be used at all during this match, because although it has good coverage against 4 of these Pokemon, and also gets Flash Fire to protect it from Charizard, I just don't see it putting up enough work to do enough in this battle, so I'm probably not going to be running it. But on this Centiskorch, I have Leftovers, Max Attack, and Max HP, along with the ability Flash Fire. And its moves are Fire Lash and Leech Life, which are both standard. Coil, also standard. And Knock Off, in case they have any items like they're running something really annoying on Cobalion. or they're running weakness policy on something else. I mainly just have knockoff for that, just to get rid of those items. Up next, I decided to bring Dragapult. Of course I'm bringing Dragapult to week 1 because Dragapult just wrecks this team with all of its coverage that I can get. I'm running Life Orb on this Dragapult, max speed, max special attack, modest nature, mainly to just get that damage in with clear body so they can't lower my stats. But instead of running a physical Dragapult, I am actually running a special Dragapult that is really fast. I am running Draco Meteor, which is good as a max move, but also does just great amount of damage. Shadow Ball as another stab move to take care of the Cursula. Also, the fact that Dragapult has Ghost typing makes moves from Cobalion not as threatening because it can't use any fighting moves to boost its stats and max. But then I have Hydro Pump for Charizard, which combined with another one of my picks that I'll talk about later, will KO Charizard in 1 turn. And Hydro Pump just really helps against Charizard. And then I have Fire Blast on this thing. So that counters Whimsicott, it counters Cobalion, and it counters Mamoswine. So having Fire Blast would just be so good to counter all these Pokemon. Because Dragapult and just all of its coverage is just really dangerous. Up next, I'm bringing Coalossal. I hope you see some strategy here so far. While Dragapult does have a water move, I'm not going to be using it on Coalossal because it would one-hit KO Coalossal. You'll see who's using the water move in a bit. So, Kilimanjaro, the Coalossal here, is holding a weakness policy, obviously for reasons. It has max special attack and HP, so it's really going to be a bulky special sweeper just like Dragapult. And it has Steam Engine, which also, I guess I can compare it with Centiskorch, but that weakness policy will not activate. So I'm running Heat Wave, Meteor Beam, Solar Beam, and Protect. So this thing could be a max candidate if I just get stuff off, because then I could just run into Charizard with a Meteor Beam. I have not run the calc step, but I will in a minute. Actually, I'll just do that right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just ran the damage calcs, and if I get this first turn off, no matter what, even if I do not get the boost, I still one-hit the KO Charizard by 300% about. So I would do 3 times the HP of Charizard if I can get that attack off. And plus, if I'm running, well, you'll see this other Pokemon later. This is just going to really hurt my opponent in all aspects. Because they don't have a good thing to take care of this besides Cobalion with a fighting type move, which then I could bait out a fighting type move and switch into Dragapult, for example. And also, even the Mamoswine isn't safe. So, it just really isn't good for my opponent to deal with this stuff. Up next was Tangrowth. Tangrowth was really helpful. It's a hardy Tangrowth, but I minted it to be plus defense, minus attack. It has Regenerator too. So this Tangrowth is running, well, it has a Focus Sash to live that Charizard just in case. Because it's very important for this. It has Ancient Power, Sleep Powder, Rage Powder, and Protect. So, basically, I could waste one of their turns with Protect and then switch out, again, which would recover my HP in the first place. It has a Rage Powder to prevent something like a beat-up on Cobalion. It has Sleep Powder to put things to sleep, of course, even though it's not holding a wide lens, so it might miss. I'm going to bank on the fact that it won't, though, because it's a 1 in 4 chance that it won't, but I'm just going to bank on it. And lastly, I have Ancient Power. Ancient Power has a chance to boost all my main stats, but that's not what I'm banking on, because I ran damage calcs before, and Dragapult with Hydro Pump at max, plus the Ancient Power from the Tangrowth Evergreen, will end up KOing the Charizard anyway. So that could really just set me up to do some really good damage really quickly. Because in 1 turn, I could just get rid of that Charizard. Now, my next... And Tangrowth also has I was running Giga Drain, but someone else helped me out. I forgot their name. They're also in the league. Their name is, let me look at this. It was SGK Harry. Yeah, so Tangrowth is just really helpful. Oh, and even though I'm not running a grass-type move, you'll see why Tangrowth is still helpful anyway. Up next is Shell Shock the Blastoise. I am running White Herb on this thing for an obvious reason. It's a Rain Dish with maxed stats and special attack and speed. It's modest, like 2 other Pokemon on my team, which I'm just realizing now might not be the best idea, but I'm banking on it anyway. And he is running Water Spout, Blizzard, Aqua Jet, and Shell Smash. Water Spout and Blizzard are there to do a lot of damage. But I also have Aqua Jet here to activate Colossal's Weakness Policy and Steam Engine. So that could really set me up in like game 2 or 3 to just sweep my opponent and just mess up their team. He also has Shell Smash in case I just want to like distract with Tangrowth and that while it's holding Sash to make sure it doesn't die in one turn. Well, Blastoise Shell Smashes and then the White Herb returns its stats. So I can just start speeding through things. And if I even want to, I could in theory just Shell Smash again. Because I would be so quick I might not even need to worry about my defense. Although I probably will not do that. And last Pokemon on the team is Bouffalant. This is a very big sleeper Pokemon. I think that was in the draft. But I think that it could, in theory, work. It's holding an Expert Belt to just boost the super effective moves. It's max in attack and HP, and it's adamant. But it also has Sap Sipper. What's actually quirky? Oh, no, but I minted it. Because, funny story about this Bouffalant, I was filling in my decks, and I didn't even realize that I got a shiny of the Bouffalant until I was just randomly scrolling through the decks. But the one Bouffalant I had was shiny. So, fun fact about this Bouffalant. So, I'm running Close Combat, Wild Charge, Iron Head, and Taunt. The Taunt is mainly for things like Togepi and the Whimsicott to make sure that they don't get too much set up. Or the Togepi can't follow me a ton. But then I'm running 3 attacking moves. Close Combat to really hit hard on the Cobalion. Wild Charge to help hit the Charizard really hard. And Iron Head to also hit things like Mamoswine and Whimsicott hard. And that's the team. That's the draft breakdown for this first week of the UGA. So, this is being recorded on a Saturday, and my battle against Cater of the Toronto Agronauts will be recorded Monday. The quality will not be good because I do not have a capture card, so I'm going to be going with a really budget setup. But it's going to have to work because that's all I got. So, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, maybe even subscribe because you can always undo it. And I hope you'll stay tuned for my first battle in the UGA against Cater. Also, fun fact, I'm having someone of the name Zamsio help me get a better new logo. I'm estimating it's going to look sick. So stay tuned for that, and I'll link Zamsio in the description as well. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel, but I'll definitely link his Twitch because I know he has Twitch. So, thank you, and goodbye. Hey guys, I'm back for a second. I just wanted to say I kept on going on about the logo, but at that time I didn't have it. But now I do, so I'll just hit this button. Yeah, it looks sick, so make sure you follow Zamsio on Twitter, subscribe to their YouTube and all that. I'll link them in the description because they're looking to make more sick logos like these. Thanks for watching the video again, and goodbye.